Namaste, Hive Tribe. Welcome to YogaHive Online. Today we're going to do a simple yoga class that is aimed towards awakening the body and steadying the mind. I am teacher Anna, and I will be guiding you through the class together with our featured student, Jean.
Hi, teacher Anna. I'm looking forward to this, and I'm sure the Hive Tribe is also looking forward to this. And we're excited because today we're going to learn something new and bring yoga at the homes of the Hive Tribe at their own convenient time.
Yes, of course. We are very glad to be of service to you, and we are committed to doing our best to bring yoga to your homes. With that, let's begin.
Great.
We'll begin our class with a little bit of meditation and breathing exercise. So please sit down onto a block or onto a pillow or on the ground. You can either cross your shins or just sit down on your heels. Bring your shoulders over your hips, gently engaging your core by hugging your navel to the spine. And you can start by rolling your shoulders up, back, and down. Maybe a few times to release the extra tension that you may be carrying, to wake up your joints, and to start the movement of energy throughout the body. When you're ready, release your hands on top of your thighs. Bring your chin parallel to the floor and close your eyes. Bring your attention to your breath. Taking a long, deep breath in through the nose. Breathing out through the nose slowly, equally. Breathing in deeply, filling up the body with new energy. And breathe out to release the old and used up energy. Breathing in. And breathe out. Inhale, relaxing your shoulders. And exhale, unclenching your jaws. Breathing in. Breathing out. Inhale. And exhale. Continue your breathing throughout the class, allowing the rhythm to be established, something that you can follow and come back to whenever you're feeling a little stressed out, or you're feeling overwhelmed with a practice, or maybe just with the thoughts in your mind. Your breath helps to steady your focus, your attention, and to calm and soothe your body. Taking one more breath in, and slow breath out. And now begin to wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, and blink your eyes open. Take a long breath in. Reach the arms up towards the ceiling, gazing up. Exhale, bring your right hand down to the floor. And reach your left arm up and over your head. Breathing in, arms up towards the ceiling. Exhale, bring your left hand down and reach your right arm over your head. Breathing in, arms up. Exhale, right hand down, left arm over your head. Breathing in, arms up towards the ceiling. Exhale, left hand down, right arm up and over. Breathing in, arms up. And exhale, one more set, right hand down, left arm over your head. Inhale, extending the arms up. And exhale, left hand down, right arm over. Breathing in, arms up to the ceiling. Exhale, bend the elbows, reach the elbows back, and bring your chest forward. Good. Breathing in, bring your forearms together, round your spine, lean back, and look to your navel. Open the arms out, lifting your chest, rounding your spine in. Breathing in, open the arms out, lifting the chest. And exhale, rounding in, stretching out the upper back. One more set, breathing in, very beautiful, finding the rhythm. And exhale, rounding it in, leaning back, activating your thighs. And breathe in, arms out. Exhale, interlace your fingers behind you. Breathing in, straighten the arms, maybe scooch your shoulder blades a little closer to each other to open up the heart more. And as you exhale, chin in and reach the arms away from the back. Hugging the navel into the spine. Breathing in, breathe out. And now release the hands. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, bring your hands down the floor in tabletop position. Spread your fingers out wide and feel the earth from underneath your palms. Engaging your forearms and pull your shoulders away from the ears. Hugging your navel into the spine just to activate your core. We'll do our cat-cow stretch. Breathe in, drop your belly close to the floor, arch your back, and lift your chest to the sky. Exhale, round your spine in, looking towards your navel, pressing your mat away. Breathing in, arching your back, lifting your chest to the sky. Exhale, round your spine in, really press the mat away. 3 more, breathing in, arching your back and really feel the exposure of the chest. Exhale, round your spine in, really move every vertebra. Breathing in, arching your back, pulling your shoulders away from the ears. And then exhale, round your spine in, so much so that even your thighs are active. Breathing in, arching your back, shoulders away from the ears, looking up. And as you exhale, round your spine in, draw your tailbone down. Breathing in, just look forward in your neutral tabletop. And as you exhale, ground your right palm down. Left arm reaches up towards the ceiling. Try and stack the shoulders over each other. And exhale, sweep your left arm through your right shoulder. Left shoulder comes down to the floor. Good. Breathing in, let's do 2 more. Lift your left arm up. Maybe you want to open your chest to the ceiling. And as you exhale, sweep your left arm through the right shoulder even more to the right. Breathing in, left arm up, gazing up to your left hand. Exhale, sweeping it through, and we'll stay. You can rest your left shoulder down the floor. You can also rest your temple onto the mat. And then from here, use your right palm to gently ground onto the floor and push away so that your spine leans a little to the left, creating that stretch along the upper left back muscles, waking up your left shoulder and your left tricep. If you wish, you can look up over the right shoulder towards the ceiling. Now we're lengthening the right side of the torso and creating space along the left upper back. Ground your right palm down and breathe in. Left arm reaches up towards the sky. As you exhale, root your left palm down to the floor. Inhale, right arm up, lifting towards the ceiling, opening your chest. And exhale, sweep your right arm through your left shoulder, maybe your temple goes down. 2 more sets. Inhale, reaching your right arm up and threading the needle. Exhale, sweeping it through even further to the left. And 1 more. Inhale, right arm up. As you exhale, sweeping your right arm through your left shoulder, and we'll stay for a while. Releasing your right shoulder down the floor, the right temple on the mat. Pressing your left palm onto the ground, and then very gently pushing the floor away so you can lean towards the right and create that deeper stretch along the right upper back muscles. As you breathe, your chest expands and it deepens the stretch from within. And if you wish, you can also look up over your left shoulder towards the ceiling, adding a little bit of a twist along your cervical spine, creating even more space along the upper back. Now from here, press your left palm down. Inhale, right arm reaches up towards the ceiling as you release. And exhale, both hands down the floor. Gazing forward, take a deep breath. Extend your right leg straight to the back. And for now, start to wiggle your toes. Create a few circles with your right ankle just to wake up that joint and also to wake up the muscles along the right leg. From here, take a long breath in. Exhale, release your right toes onto the floor, keeping your right foot flexed. Spin your left heel out, side of your mat. Bring your right heel down the floor. Press your left palm down and inhale, reach your right arm up towards the sky. So this is called a side plank variation. Or you can also call this your reverse gate. Reach your arm over your head. Extend your fingertips even more forward as you root your right foot onto the earth. Sweep your right arm through the floor. Reach your right arm back. Good. Up over your head. A few more times, reaching your right hand down to the mat. Back, up, and over your head. And maybe 1 more set just to really mobilize your right shoulder joint. Once you're ready, release your right hand down to the floor. Walk your hands 90 degrees towards the right side. So now you're facing the right side of the room. You can flex your right foot and bring your right toes pointing up towards the ceiling. Right heel is in line with your left knee. Engage your core, hands to your hips, and lift your chest. Breathing in, arms up towards the ceiling. And as you exhale, release your right hand down the floor and reach your left arm up and over your head. Be mindful to flex your right foot, activating your right thigh. Hugging your navel into the spine and maybe extending your left fingertips even more to the right. Taking a long breath in, reaching the arms up towards the ceiling. And exhale, release your hands onto the mat once more. Bend your right knee, bringing your right heel underneath your knee. And then walk your hands 90 degrees towards the right. Left heel back inside of your mat in Twisted Lizard. Now we're going to lift the left knee up, coming into a lizard pose. Press your left palm down and breathe in. Extend your right arm towards the sky. Looking up to your right thumb, stacking your shoulders over each other. Think about really rooting your left palm on the floor, lifting your right shoulder up to the ceiling and feeling the extended energy flowing through the body. Release your right hand down to the floor. Lower your left knee down. Walk your hands towards the back, hips over your left knee, and start to straighten out the right leg as you sit down. Open your left knee out to the side in Janu Shirshasana. Flexing your right foot, breathe in, lengthen your spine, and as you exhale, fold over your right leg. And keep your right foot flexed. So you don't necessarily need to touch your toes. You just need to reach for your shins. And then as you breathe, your muscles start to expand a little bit more, your body eases, and there is more space for you to go further. Inhale, lift your chest. As you exhale, lift your left knee up and step the foot outside of your right thigh. Left hand behind you in line with your spine. Breathing in, reach your right arm up to the ceiling, and exhale. You can either wrap your arm around your shin or hook your right elbow outside of your left thigh. Breathing in, breathing out. Inhale, exhale. Looking over your left shoulder so that your direction helps your body move towards that area. Release your twist. Cross your shins to come back into tabletop position. Hands down the floor, knees underneath your hips. Take a deep breath in. Extend your left foot back. Create a few circles with your left ankle. Maybe wiggle your toes just to really mobilize that left joint. And then release your foot down the floor. Keep your toes tucked. Spin your right heel outside of your mat, pressing your right palm down, and lift your left arm towards the ceiling. Spin your left heel down to the floor and the outer blade of your foot rooting down to the mat so you can also stretch out your ankle. Extend your left arm over your head, coming into a side stretch. Sweep your left fingertips down through the floor, reaching it back, up and over your head. Do 2 more huge circles, and maybe every time you repeat the same stretch or the same circle, do it even wider, just to really create that mobilization, that movement, the waking up of the joints and the muscles. Release your left hand down the floor. Walk your hands 90 degrees towards the left side. Keeping your right hip over the right knee, start to flex your left foot so you're on the heel, toes point up, and bring your left heel in line with your right knee. Arms up towards the ceiling, and as you exhale, release your left hand onto the ground, reach your right arm up and over your head, looking over your right fingertips, feeling a deep stretch along the right side of the body, hugging the navel into the spine so you feel stable in your center, stretching out the inner left thigh. Taking a long breath in, extend the arms up towards the sky. Exhale, release your hands down, and we're coming into your twisted lizard. So please bend your left knee. Walk your hands 90 degrees to the left side. Right heel spins back inside of your mat and lift the right knee up. Pressing your right palm onto the floor. Take a deep breath in. Left arm reaches up towards the ceiling in your twisted lizard. Extend your right heel straight towards the back. Reach your left fingertips up towards the sky, left hand down onto the ground. Bring your right knee onto the mat. Push your hips back so you can extend your left leg straight, sitting down and opening the right knee out to the side, coming into your Janu Shirshasana or head to knee pose. Flex your left foot, breathing in. And as you exhale, lead with your heart as you reach your hands to your shins, maybe to your ankles, and maybe over time, you end up reaching your toes. See if you can plug your right hip close to the ground, okay? So you feel a little bit of an extension along the lower right back muscle as well, helping to decompress your lumbar spine. Pull the shoulders away from the ears, long on the sides of your neck, releasing that extra tension that you may be carrying. Lift your chest, step the right foot outside of your left thigh, right hand behind you in line with your spine. Inhale, left arm towards the ceiling, hook your left elbow outside of your right thigh. and twist. Pull your right shoulder back just to really open up the chest. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, release. Cross your shins now, and this time step back in downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in, bring your shoulders over your wrists, coming into your plank. You can readjust if needed, making sure that the shoulders are stacked over your wrists. Your fingers are spread out wide, so you're really feeling the muscles along your forearms and your palms, helping to carry your weight. Hugging your navel into the spine to make sure that your core is strong, and it helps to support your lower back as well as your legs. When you're ready, lift your hips up towards the ceiling. Maybe you can reach your heels a little closer to the mat, bringing your chest towards your thighs. Taking a long breath in, shift shoulders over the wrists one more time. And exhale, lift your hips up, downward facing dog. Breathing in, shoulders over your wrists. As you exhale, you can lower your knees down, lean a little bit more weight forward, bend the elbows back, lift your chest, shoulders away from the ears, downward facing dog. On your next inhale, you can step, walk, or jump your feet in between the palms, looking forward. Dive down closer to your shins. We want the hips over the heels so you can lean a little bit more forward, and that's going to help pull a little bit more stretch from your hamstrings. Inhale, arms up towards the sky, gazing up. And exhale, hands out to the side, Samasthiti or equal standing. We're going to come into our standing balances now, rooting your feet onto the floor, hugging your navel into the spine, keeping your core strong. From here, bring the right knee to your chest, lifting it up and wrapping the arms around your shin. Keep your left big toe pressing down to the floor, activating your standing leg. Bring your right knee to point down, heel to your booty, and grab onto the outside of your right ankle. Square your hips forward, making sure that the right knee is pointing down, so you can draw your tailbone down to lengthen your lower back and keep your core engaged. Left arm up to the sky. You can opt to stay here. This is called Flamingo. If you want to move into your Natarajasana, extend your left arm forward simultaneously with your right leg back and come into a deep stretch for your right shoulder, strengthening for your right leg and your standing leg, and an extension of the left arm. Hugging your navel into the spine. Unclenching your jaws, taking one more breath in, and breathe out. As you inhale, left arm up, and exhale, release. And you can shake it off, your feet, your hips, your shoulders, just to create a little bit more space within you again, and to drop the tension that might have accumulated from your concentration earlier. We're going to do our second set now. So ground your feet on the floor, bend the left knee to the chest, wrap the arms around your shin. Find your stability here first before you go any further. And when you're ready, you can bring the left heel to the booty, grab onto the ankle, and make sure that the left knee is pointing down. Hips are square, pointing to the front or facing forward, hugging the navel into the spine. For your Flamingo Pose, just extend your right arm up. Draw your tailbone down to lengthen your lower back so you don't end up crunching or putting too much pressure there. And if you want to go further, then you can do your Natarajasana, extending your right arm forward, kicking your left heel back simultaneously, creating a beautiful tension that actually keeps you balanced. For another 3, and don't forget to breathe. You can relax your jaws, guys. You can soften your gaze. You can just enjoy what you're doing. And breathe in, right arm up. As you exhale, release. You can shake it off again. Take a deep breath, arms up towards the ceiling. Exhale, diving down, fold over your legs, deepening the stretch along the back of your thighs. Breathing in, looking forward. And as you exhale, plant your hands down the floor. Step your feet back into plank. And you can do Chaturanga Dandasana with knees on the floor. Just bend the elbows close to the rib cage. Point your toes. Inhale, upward facing dog. And as you exhale, move into downward facing dog. Shift your shoulders over your wrists, coming into your plank. Lower your knees down. Bring your hips over your knees. Extend your arms straight down to the floor, coming into your puppy. If you wish, you can also opt to come into a variation wherein only your elbows come down. You let your heart melt down to the floor, tailbone points up, and let your head kind of hang low. Pull your shoulders away from the ears, helping to decompress your spine and create space in your heart. Breathing here for another 3, 2, and 1. Press your forearms down to lift your chest and lift your head. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders and sit down in Thunderbolt Pose or Vajrasana, lifting your chest, shoulders over your hips. Take a few moments to let your spine relax. Preparing for Ustrasana or Camel Pose. Lift your hips up. Separate your knees hip-width apart. You can either point your toes or tuck them if you wish. Hands to your sacrum. Draw your tailbone down to the ground to lengthen your lower back, hugging your navel into the spine and activating your thighs. Clip your elbows back to open your chest and breathe in deeply, lengthening your spine. Exhale, draw your hips forward, simultaneously leaning back, opening your heart up to the sky. And you can opt to stay here for a little bit longer, or should you wish to go further, you can bring your hands to your ankles, drawing your hips a little bit more forward and lifting your chest to create that beautiful arch in your body, keeping your spine lengthened even in a back bend. Take another long breath in and a slow breath out. And then to release, if you brought your hands to the ankles, bring them back to the sacrum. Lift your chest, sit down on your heels, prepare for child's pose. So you can either keep your knees together or you can separate your knees as wide as your mat. And then walk your hands forward, rest your forehead down, close your eyes and take a few breaths to really lengthen your body, to release any compression in the lower back. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Start to lift your chest up and come to sit. Lying down onto the floor. Bring your knees into your chest. Wrap the arms around your shins. And you can create a few circles with your knees just to massage your lower back, releasing some of the tension that may be left over there. And bring your right hand out to the side, knees to your left. Look over your right shoulder. And now lift your knees to your chest, left arm out, knees to the right. Lift your knees back to the heart. Coming into your happy baby pose, grab onto the outsides of your feet, heels up above your knees, knees out to the sides of the rib cage. You may opt to stay as so, or you can sway from side to side. Good. Just to help decompress your lower back, to release whatever has gotten quite stagnant in that area. And then bring your knees back to your heart. And as you exhale, extend your legs straight, arms out to the sides. Separate your feet as wide as your mat, palms together. Close your eyes. Begin now to wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Shake your head from side to side. Reach the arms up over your head. Bring your feet together and stretch out the entire body. Gather your knees into the heart. Come lie down on your right side. And lift yourself up to an easy seat. Bring your hands in prayer in front of your heart, bowing your head down, grateful for your practice, grateful for your mind, body, and energy. May all of our thoughts, words, and actions contribute to the happiness, the well-being, and freedom of all. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Thank you so much for allowing me to serve you. The divine in me bows down to the divine in you. Namaste. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining us at YogaHive Online. I hope that you enjoyed the class, and we hope to see you again soon. Namaste, Hive Tribe.